Melinda here, on live. Here we go. Enjoy.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. Of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out its warning in the words that it was for me.
Hello everyone, welcome to the channel and welcome to the stream. My name is Cat Monarch and sorry about missing Thursday's stream, just had things going on. But we are actually back with Duel Masochist, and there were a few notifications to get through since last time. New pack, which means that I'm probably going to face hand traps a lot more often because that pack is making them so much more free and easy to get to. Also, I would not be surprised if this was absolutely everywhere. What else is new? We got a ticket. Not legacy ticket, but a football collab ticket thing as our login bonus. I still think these are fine to open because it's, well, actually no, hold on. This one is a login pack. So I need to open this. Can I dismantle these cards? I need to open this and dismantle. If it's a card. But it's not a card, it's gems. You know, that's fine. Crisis averted. Because I have a feeling if we did pull that card, we couldn't play it. Yeah, it's gold. Gold 5 because we've deranked from platinum. The deck hasn't really changed, it's still Bungus deck. And I don't really know what else to say. I'm on the... My train of thought is that we just play. And we just, you know, hopefully just win. That is the plan. It's very simple, but very easy to mess up. We're just going to hopefully see if we can grind through to diamond. That's the idea. I need to play a time extra, as I missed Thursday's stream. Now, I don't know if I'm going to just record that in my own time, or if I'm going to stream it. I'm probably going to try and find an opportunity to stream it, but I have genuinely no idea when that could be. On this hand wouldn't have been so bad. I'd have gone first. As it is, if they need the graveyard and light dark, then maybe I have something. But otherwise, I think we're sitting on very little. There's Linkaribo. If this card is sent, you can special it. I mean, that was their normal summon. Why not? They just had Exceed in hand anyway. I guess that's why. We can do a 9 on our turn, because we've got Lopter and Utgarda in hand, which means we can tag and Davala, summon Utgarda from hand, and then make a 9. But I'm not sure where a 9 is going to get us. They have the extender. I say the extender, like there's only 1 or 2 of them. There might be more than that. Just a couple more. That said, I do not know what this deck does in the slightest. I don't know if it's Code Talkers or Arrival Cyburst Turbo. Looks like it's Mathmech. Now, there was a point when Ad Circular was an FTK against us, honestly. And it might still be that. But I genuinely don't know. How you all doing anyway? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having a good time. I guess, yeah, it's been a little bit since Monday. It's been a whole week. I have not since gone climbing. I'm planning to do that tomorrow. I have since been playing more Night Rain, a limited amount of Souls 3, and a little bit of Hades. We have, I can't remember how long ago I finished Breaking Bad Season 3, but we have finished Season 3. And yeah, there's a few quick bits and bobs that are update. So, which one to start with? Let's start with Souls 3. I have come to a twinned boss fight, which is 2 phases. I dislike how it opens immediately. It starts with one of them teleporting to you and attacking as the opening play. I'm down for teleporting bosses. Like, that's happened with the Crystal Sage, in Night Rain, Equilibrious Beast does it all the time. I'm okay with that. I dislike that it's the opening move, and you literally, like, you get in the boss room, and that's just it. It's go time. Ornstein and Smough? I keep forgetting. Ornstein and Smough, they're, you could rely on Ornstein normally lunging at you from across the room. But the difference there is that, like, you could see him. He's not teleporting behind you to your left, right, or, you know, just slightly out of the corner of your camera. He is, like, straight on approaching you. And he doesn't always do it. There's also that his AI was slightly worse and he would sometimes just miss. But I guess we can ignore those. Dark Fluid. Okay. So they're going to have a spell negate, I guess, right? They're going to send the Save Worm. Yeah. Link 4 or higher. This is affected, but they also probably have a counter trap. Possibly some hand traps. What can I do to get over it? Probably not a lot. I could manage to Save Worm from the grave. Don't know what that gets me. But it does get it out of rotation. How many of them would they play? Can't banish. Well, that's annoying. On the other hand, is that neither player? So this card is off. Yes. Which means I just have to deal with Dark Fluid. Just, but you know. Yep. They're sending a Cyberse, which could be anything. Alright, we're gonna get Valor. Stick it in attack. Card or effect, which sucks. I guess I should have waited. They are just gonna do that. Right. That ain't great. I can do Transverser, but Transverser isn't going to get me anywhere. So I'm going to pass turn here. The only thing is, this is just generally. So this can negate the boss stage. Which really sucks for me. Yep, there you go. And that's on a card on the field, so I can't Iron Thunder. Oh, I could have... No, I couldn't have done. This is fine. What are we getting rid of? Let's get rid of this. Are you gonna dump another Cyberse? Perfect. Let's go. I thought they would have more than that. They 100% have more than that, surely. Like, yeah, you have access code, you can just get access code, you can just make Singularity. Surely. I've got no idea if that's true, but I'd assume so. Access code isn't all that hard to make. Although I guess this is the easiest line to do it, and they used it to turn 1 Dark Fluid. So I guess they just didn't count on it being outed. First duel, first win. Seems good to me. I'll take that kind of look. But yeah, I've decided instead of fighting this boss in Dark Souls 3 that teleports behind me because they're a coward. Ooh, another kaiju. I'm going to instead try and find a secret area that I've been I've been directly told it exists. Unfortunately, Cupids are bad, as good as this card is. Yeah, because that does not target. Does work better with the other ones, but that's still like a negate. And doesn't rely on them attacking it. And this, it does just give us a beat stick. This is something that helps us end games. It goes in the go second deck, 100%. But yeah, I'm kind of at my wit's end trying to find this secret area. Apparently it is one of those things that people look up, or you just find if you play online, apparently. Because there is, like, people mark out a message on the floor explaining about a gesture. I've got, like, basically, I've got hints from my brother while I've been doing this a little bit to try and find this one. He's saying that, oh, you know, it's kind of like, it's related to something you picked up, so I'm like, great, it's item related. No, it's related to a gesture, not quite the same as item related. Which already took me a little bit of a time to work out. No extra. You on stun? He could be on stun. Well, regardless, I like my odds. But yeah, it took me some time to work that out, which is a little unfortunate. And, I don't know, I'm kind of at my wit's end. I thought it was gestures, but before I, like, started talking to him and finding out that, yeah, it's to do with that specific gesture, and I was running around trying these different gestures in these different places. And, like, I am right, I need to gesture somewhere, but it's a specific gesture. It's an indeterminate area, not Lothric. And that's how far I've got it pinned down. That's where my hints stop. I either find it on the next time that I look for it, or I give up and ask, because honestly, it feels like it's nearly going to be nearly as convoluted as Dark Souls 1, where they literally gave you a guide for it. This is fine. I guess it's a bot. I don't know. So yeah, that's where I'm tearing my hair out with Dark Souls, unless it's main deck at Ignis. Before the end of the main phase, I'll tag into another body, why not? Let's get Lopter. Lopter effect. And let's get Valor out. We just want to, you know, get this over with. And it seems like they're wanting to get this over with as well, so... Can only banish face-up cards on the field. But they're still just setting a card and going battle phase. Might banish this. Well, I don't have to. I can do that on my turn. I can banish theirs on my turn. Yeah. Well, win is a win. Just on the off chance, and to ever advance whatever quests I might have in the missions for lifetime, I don't know. We will do one more body. Just one more. Selection pack bot, but it feels weird. Like, is there a selection pack for this at the moment? I need to have a look at that, I guess. Because this is the same kind of strat, although those decks normally had an extra. Anyway, what am I doing in Hades 2? Or Hades as the other thing that I'm doing at the moment. I am trying to... It's going to be this one, isn't it, actually? If I look down, yeah, there's one. Where's the other? This one. Yeah, so it's probably a selection pack bot. Sorry, I needed to buy one. And let's open our legacy tickets. We're in gold, so we can do it. What do we get? But yeah, in Hades, I'm trying to 100% it properly. Burn negation. Brilliant. Ritual support. It's not the worst. Frontier Wiseman, DD Crazy Beast, Magna Slash, Fire Eye. Yeah, okay. Because what have I not done in Hades? There are 3 statues you can get from your good old pal Skelly. I don't have the 3rd one, because that requires that you clear a run on 32 heat, which is absolutely insane. It is not the sort of thing I imagine I'm going to do anytime soon. And one of the other things I have to do is fish a specific fish in Chaos Realm. And, you know, that's not happening either at the moment. I've been to Chaos Realm, I want to say 20 times in the past couple of sessions that I've played overall. And I've had a fishing spot maybe 1 time. And there are 3 fish you can catch there, and I need to get 1 so that I at least unlock it. What else needs to happen? I feel like it's a few things. There's 1 enemy I need to beat a few more times. I need to consume more onion. People who've played Hades will know. This just wins. Surely it just wins. Yeah, it just does. I feel like there's other bits I need to do. I need to venture into Erebus a great deal more times than I need to get pieces of onion. So that's another one. Do I just get 3 legacy tickets for that? Alright. I appreciate the head start that they're trying to give me. They're trying to say, yeah, you go, you do this. But, wow. And it doesn't seem like we're playing any of these. The only thing we could play of these is Paralyzing Chain to pair with Soul Levy. But as far as I know, we have only the 1 copy of Soul Levy. And so we're more likely to draw Paralyzing Chain at the moment. Right. 2 shinies. Ooh. 3rd Nidhogg. That's interesting. Probably not relevant. Like, I feel in Constructed I only run 2... Well, I run 1 in Constructed anyway. But I don't think just getting it would make me run a 3rd. No Royals. We've got a lot of glossies lately, but no Royals. This is fine, but not for any... Well, works with the Bestials. Maybe. But this is much more reasonable. Hero in a water must be fusion summoned. Leaves the field. Raigeki. I don't know how easy that is for us to make. I do know it's summonable. What else do I need to do? Continuing to talk about Hades, I need to beat Charon up a good few times. I've got like another... I need to collect his loyalty card another 8 times to further the description of it. And I'm not sure if that maxes it out, if I have to fight him even more. I've got like some fish that I need to catch exclusively on the surface, which means I have to catch them in the Hades boss room, which is easier said than done. This is not so much of a go in first hand. It's not the worst, but it'll do, I guess. Hope you need any type other than machine, please. Metaverse. Ah, goes through. So it's not Ash Blossom, whatever they drew. They do not have Ash Blossom in hand. Oh. You two are on traps. I feel like they're on Labyrinth. Okay. That's a-okay. I'm not doing anything with it, it's just, it exists. Battle phase? Ring of Destruction. That's okay. So it must be burn. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. No, it's fucking burn, alright. The issue is, I think this just killed me. The fuck? I was referring to Lord of Heavenly Prism. Fuck you. Not particularly fun. What else do I need to do in Hades? I need to summon my summons more. Like, you get little companion pets you can summon to help you out with the run overall. I've used the first 3 or 4 enough. I need to do the last 2. Need to summon them. Oh, bot. Oh, come on. If I'm going to get FTK'd by Burn, where I don't really have any interaction, the least you can do is give me a free win. If I'm going to get a free loss, give me a free win. That's how this trade works. But yeah, I need to summon those guys a little bit more. Because that is, again, stuff for the, like, entries in this kind of, like, little encyclopedia that you have carrying around with you. Well, at least I've got Alpha going second. Can't believe I got into boss stage and they don't have Ash Blossom because they're just running Burn. Well, what do? You were gone first. Unless you're AFK at the moment. What was the other thing I mentioned? Night Rain. Yeah, running Deep of Night. Which is, fun. Oh, for fuck's sake. Are you just, like, trying to figure out combo, or are you just stupid? Like, I have to tribute this on my opponent's turn. I have to tribute this on my opponent's turn. I can't destroy Detonated by Battle. It can just protect itself instead. I could banish the Continuous spell. Continuous spell? Field spell. I have a 1-of Dark Ruler. The 1-of Dark Ruler would do it. Yeah, it would. Which is crazy. But it is also a 1-of in 40. Those are pretty poor odds. Do I want to sit through someone playing this incredibly... Well, no, okay, it's gold. It's gold. But you can just do Fiendsmith. Are they going to run out of time? Are they going to mess up? They're only in gold, but that means one or two things. They ranked up in the past few days, or, much more likely, in my opinion, they are just playing after the rank reset. I don't think we sit through this. Simply for time investment. I cannot be bothered. But yeah, friends playing Deep of Night. We're also still running like some of the Everdarks every now and then, just because like some of our mates haven't cleared them. But running Deep of Night, and it is truly a thing. Like, half the time we're just getting piss poor RNG, which, like, feels like it's as bad as, or sometimes far worse than the Everdark RNG that we just get. And I'm not talking about for what bosses you face, I'm just talking about for drops on the run. Ah, what if... I don't want to. I don't want to sit here. Is my stat thing up to session 115? I think that is actually correct. Yeah, it's got to be correct. They could just miss. I mean, these don't do things in the grave. That does do things in the grave. That does things in the grave. This does thing in the grave? Summon, send, mill 3, mill 5. They'd have to be exceptionally unlucky to miss on all of this. And they have... I think missed actually a fair chunk. But not enough for me. That's a Fiendsmith card. I don't know what this is doing in here. It's a free special summon. And it's all effect. Not that that matters because these... Oh no, these are by effect. What did you send? You sent the trap. Just, no, I'm not sitting through Tearlament. Fuck off. What I'm really confused at is how these people are here specifically. Because I feel like Tearlament is a deck that's diamond worthy. Like, it just is, right? Surely. And if it's not diamond worthy, why not? What are you doing wrong? Are you just milling badly on a lot of them? I guess you must be. This is not the hand, but it is something. I should have special summoned Ogre as the first thing. Yep, max C. It's fine. Getting rewarded for not knowing how that... Well, actually, hold on. Fuck it. Give me a generator. 1. Ash. Okay. I will take that trade. I just get to do it next turn. And I get to make sure that the top card of your deck is not, in fact, Ash Blossom. Boldrake, Lebellion, Branded Regained, Effect Veiler, Blue Eyes. Ooh, how I hate those options. What about this one? Normal Summon. Effect to search. Get Chalice. And set 2 cards. Now, unless they've got double Ash in hand, they aren't stopping boss stage. Which means that we get ourselves an Omni Negate. We are getting ourselves an Omni Negate. Right, 2 tokens, please. 1, 2. You got a 5-card hand instead of a 6-card hand, so we take those. Whitestone. Yeah, I think I know what I'm doing. Sure, that's fine. That doesn't stop it. Although I can stop that. That's fine. This is too high a level. Anyway, the effect still resolves. So we get Lopter. We banish one of the top 5 cards again. We chain Lopter. We tribute a token. And we banish the... Well, actually, no, we don't even need to banish it. Although I think we want to. Okay, we don't need to. I'm so happy I decided to say fuck it and just, yeah. Let's try and get a negate on turn 1. Well, we got 4 wins, but we got 3 losses because Tearlament, who was just milling everything, Joy of Joys. Snow should not be legal. We have Ryziel, who is just playing Fiendsmith Ryziel. It'll do it, you know. And we have... what was it? Yeah, just burn. Like, the thing is, that hand trap is obviously meant in a way that your opponent's supposed to not use it as material, right? They're not... like, that's what it's aiming for. And sure, using it in burn is a... inventive, if you can call it that, way of using it. I just think it sucks. Bujin Pendulum. Doesn't seem worth it in any way. Chain Destruction's not terrible. Control a hand and main deck, so it leaves the one on the field. So that's okay. If you control a machine, Disc Fighter, Foxfire's fine, but just kind of fine. So yeah, the best card in here is probably Chain Destruction, which we aren't even going to run, because it doesn't address the one monster on the field. Well, half an hour and a rank up. That's not the worst. Right, what do we get? Synchron Carrier. More Marshmallow, Shining Sark support. You know what we don't have? Zera story arc. Fighting Flame Dragon. We have use for this, I believe. I don't know if we can summon it, but we do have use for it. It's not even our first copy, come on. Stop giving us duplicate URs. We need new things. We need good new things. Or duplicate URs of, like, I don't know, Impulse. Where's my dupe URs on these, you know? Where's my dupe URs? All these cards that could be dupe UR'd. Nope. Zen Mighty. Which I haven't summoned once. Hero and Water. We're not swimming in water monsters, but we do have plenty of heroes, including Destiny Hero Draw Hand, who is probably the best card to use with it. We can't add it as it's not a named material, but I guess we just have to live with that. Right, on with the next one. E-Apples. That is certainly a username, I guess. Can't say I've seen something like it before. We are going second. We have 4 trap cards and alpha. Alpha's going to have to put in some work. Oh, fuck's sake. Can I actually do anything in this case? Fuck you. This is not an effect, this is a summoning condition. However, they do just get that next turn, don't they? Yeah. They can just do that next turn. Oh, that's it. Hell yeah. I'm locked out of earth effects, but who fucking cares? I'm also locked out of light effects, right? Yeah. Special summon. Normal summon. Battle phase. Okay, cool. I like taking Malice down a few life points. Set 1. Set 2. Set 3. That's fine. There are no Malice Link ones. That's another paid life point. Nope. Don't need to. You link summon to the column of Iron Thunder. That's the end of that. Oh, I should have toggled on for Metaverse. I mean, do we just Iron Thunder now? Why not? Bye-bye. I kind of forgot about the columns, honestly. I thought it was in the same column as... Yeah, okay. That's fine. I still get Dark Monster effects, which means I can use good old boy Ha next turn. I guess that was the... I can't anymore. But no, it's okay. We got this. Can't use this effect, but I can attack with them. But what's the point of attacking with non-piercing when you've got that much attack? Also, for not having his effect, there's just no point. I'd rather... Would I rather have bodies? Main 2? I mean, this is in defense position. Big boy. End turn. Apparently I have made the right decision somehow during this duel. Anyway. Ooh, it goes through. Chainlink 1 field spell. Chainlink 2 Valor. Chainlink 3 Impulse. Fair enough. I've now got a field of tokens. But I do have a Valor. Can they do anything? Thrust. I don't like that. Gold Sark. That is their one card. This ban list has not yet gone into effect. That does everything for them. They are on reduced life points, but they have Malice Traps. I'm pretty sure for it. And they do not special summon so much that they're going to burn themselves from 3400 to 0. Which is an issue. I mean, what should I have summoned? Well, actually, hold on. My card effect that special summons A monsters. So I wouldn't have got the tokens anyway. The best I could have done is get Nidhogg for a Link Banish, right? Yeah. Okay, that's a skill issue. I should have recognized that I just wanted Nidhogg, honestly. Getting this was possibly getting greedy, but do I need to be playing around Purge? Or Impulse, rather? Like, realistically? Because I genuinely do not know. I feel like I shouldn't be playing around Impulse. There's Red Ransom. Which is everything at this point, right? Like, I don't know if my decisions matter anymore. This was in the wrong column. But, alright. Die is cast. That was in the wrong column. I should have summoned Nidhogg. You know, the ban list cannot come soon enough. I would be very happy for Malice to just die. Although that does mean Ryziel takes center stage. And can I beat Ryziel easier than Malice? I'm not sure. If they... Surely they have the other trap to gain life points. Unless they reckon they can kill me this turn, which they might be able to. Banish Malice monsters. I guess they just gonna kill me this turn. That's the idea, right? Did locking myself out of Earth effects do anything? Oh, wait. No, I would have had water, fire, dark. Okay. So yeah, I could have still got Nidhogg. I didn't even think about checking the attribute earlier, so... You know. I guess now I know for definite that I screwed up in several ways. And we will definitely learn. And it will never happen again. This kind of scenario just won't happen again. It's statistically improbable. Not impossible, just not likely. Whitebinder. Is there anything in my grave that I don't care? Well, I don't care about anything in my grave, actually. I think they have better things to banish than theirs. Okay, you can set a mousetrap, so this should be the one that just gives them a whole bunch of life points, right? Yeah, special summon your malice, then if you control the malice, you can gain life points equal to the attack. It's this one? No, where is it? Well, this card points to a monster, swap the original attack and defense, which really sucks for the big bungus I've left in defense position. They haven't used their battle phase yet, and I think they can out it without the battle phase. Am I correct? Probably. Access code talker! Fuck you! How many do you banish? Oh, I mean, that's just... No, that's not quite it, actually. 1, 2... I mean, you don't need much else. That'll... Yeah, that clears it. If they use the effect. Yeah. And because these are pay, you can't activate ones you don't have the life points for. Which you gotta love. Like, I mean, it's in the intro... I mean, I'm just dead. Fun times! I completely had that and I fucked it up. I'm surprised I haven't got misplay comments on my videos yet. Granted, like, maybe it's not that surprising. And we're going second. As for the hand, it's got Fenrir. So, you know, that'll do it. Okay, that's actually a very short turn. This. Send a Regenesis, target one face up, change to face down. Okay. I mean, that is a trap effect. They would probably use that. What can I do here? They've got 3 set cards, one of which is known. It is just Book of Moon. It is just Book of Moon. This does force Book of Moon. Yeah. First effect, right? Yeah. Is it 2500 original? Original. So this doesn't actually do anything, which is good to know. You aren't familiar with how boss stage works, are you? No one here is familiar with how boss stage works, and I am ever surprised. Imper. Okay, so I do not get my forbidden I do not get my forbidden chalice. Sorry, not droplet. Droplet would be a little insane. They've still got miscellaneous set card. This card only activates if normal special. This one engrave will add itself back to the hand. You can send another Regenesis to negate. But that is not a quick effect to summon, so we're fine. Yeah. Depends what they draw a little bit. But doesn't it always? Ash Blossom. Okay, this is fine. Well, actually, no. We leave that. We gotta wait for them to get into main phase. You did a thing, and you did not put your negate on the field first. You have used Ash Blossom. You have not used Caught by the Grave. Because fuck me. Just be better. What is this? Book of Moon during your opponent's turn. Okay. You know what? We don't need it. It's fine. You can summon this, and then what? I currently need not activate a card or effect. Well, no, I do need negate. I do need activate a card or effect. They can't hit over Fenrir. They're going to Book of Moon it again next turn. They've got unknown card. It's a 60 card pile. What are you doing that makes this worth running 60 cards? You got a 7 and an 8. You can't even make an Xyz with this. Link 2. Make Verte. Well, pay your cost, good sir. Hello, Gaming Addict. Welcome. Fucking idiot. Not you, by the way. The guy on the opposite end of the... I should clear that up. I love you. Please don't leave. My opponent is a fucking idiot for making Verte Anaconda and not expecting the basically infinite impermanence that was face down. We will... In the... Okay. So, set 1, flip face up. They're possibly going to do this anyway, immediately. Deck to grave. They will definitely do that. Okay, that's fine. End phase. They're going to draw a card. We're going to do a boss stage. Oh, right, no, not end phase. Draw phase, they're going to, you know, do a thing, but yeah. Draw phase, boss stage. And there it is, right. We have the absolute freedom for anything we want. And so we're just going to get our own Omni Negate. Oh, the Regenesis trap? A little bit. Mildly. I mean... That is a spell trap or monster effect activating. Why can I not negate it? No, spell trap card. Okay, spell trap card is activated. Anyway, doesn't matter. Iron Thunder. Bye-bye, column. I read it this time. Good news, bucko. You can't do anything. Oh no, they're actually summoning Dark Magician. Oh dearie me. Then what? You have a monster with 2500 attack. Original. Do you have a Regenesis card in hand as like the last card? Do you have a Link 3 you want to make? Because I think you're stuck between Fenrir and Ha. Just a guess. Tell you, by the way, gold 4 or gold 5, relatively easy. Gold 3, not been quite so. I don't know what it is. Maybe another... It could be another Link 2, it could be like SP. But they're taking so long to think on it, they don't have anything. They're playing a 60-card deck for some reason. Yeah, there we go. Connection failed, sure. What makes it worth running 60 card for Genesis? Nothing. Gold is an interesting rank. It's where gameplay happens of all time, you know. What Sinful Spoils do you have? One? No, that's not a Sinful Spoils. You have Diabell, who is not a Sinful Spoils. Why do you have this? Illusion and a Light Spellcaster. You don't have illusions. Do you even have a Light Spellcaster? You don't have a Light Spellcaster. You can't summon these. Oh wait, no, you have one Sinful Spoil. Reveal an Azamina, send a Sinful Spoil card from your hand or face-up field to the grave. That's so weird, because that means that you've got to open your one of this and your one of this. The Rod is light? It's a dark. It's Dark Magician support. I know there are some Dark Magician support cards which are probably Light Spellcaster, but no, this is a Dark. The combo is that you get Hallowed Azamina and the Seeker of Sinful Spoils. And that is literally it. There is not another Sinful Spoil card in the deck. Okay, no, there's one other. 2 Sinful Spoil cards, plus this. Which is not a Sinful Spoil card, so you can't actually search it out at all, right? Yeah. Fusion summon from your extra deck, use monster from you. Yeah, you can't do it. Are you just trying to make Dark Magician? But that doesn't work. Yeah, I don't know. I'm overthinking this bad deck. Anyway. We gotta win, and that means it's time for packs. Not any legacy tickets, just master packs this time. Oh yeah, couldn't you believe it? We got a duplicate UR in the last set that we opened. Trolley Ollie, nice. Neshadol. This is not a bad one to get. This is Imperm. And we have Shadol Fusion. This is an Earth monster. It is also a Shadol. This is a pretty damn good as far as that goes. Kashtira Xyz. Yeah, Kashtira Xyz support. That's not it. I mean, I said we needed non-duplicate URs. I said we needed good URs. This is a good UR. It is not a duplicate UR. It is also playable. Huh. One sec. It is not a dupe. It is a good UR. And I believe it is actually summonable. I'm not going to change the deck for it. But if I just go to the collection, and we just do the related cards real quick. We have Yubel. It is a contact fusion. We can do the whole line. It is an Omni Negate. We don't have the starter cards. The requirement would be exactly fusion deployment. No. Do we have conscript? I feel like we have conscription, right? But can we use it? It looks like we can. Yeah. The issue is what 0/0 fiends do we have? And I think I know the answer to that a little bit. So if we go effect, we go fiend. Come on. 0. Now, I believe we have some good friends down here. There's Battle Fader, but yes, we do. We have... Ooh, we have a couple of cards. And it's somewhat interesting, being completely honest with you. Nope, I said I'm not changing this deck, but what we could do is we've got this. We also have the opening. Yeah, we also have opening. So, it would be Beckoning plus Beckoning or Opening, or Piri, plus Fusion Conscription or Fusion Deployment, which is 1 of 3 plus 1 of 3. And that gives us a Monster Negate, which tags into Yubel. It's something. It's not the best thing in the world, but it is something. Right, I need to nip to the loo for a second, so I'm just going to leave you with Duel Live for a minute. We will be right back. Random. We'll be right back. And we are back. If you give me a second, let's just quit out the door. At least the ban list deck did my mass. Oh yeah, the ban list definitely did me a favour. That is something I am not going to deny in the slightest. No. Okay, Puskat has left. But yeah, the ban list has done my deck a favour. No Baguska? Where are the full changes? It needs to come sooner. It's October 8th. Already, this has come up. These three have already come up. I hate it. The rest of it, this isn't changing anything for me simply because I don't have the copies of these cards for it to be relevant. I don't think this is going to change it. Going, like, if I encounter Blue Eyes, this is not going to make a difference. If I encounter Yugioh, this will make a difference, because that's an extra 3 starters as a whole, which is not, well, I say an extra 3 starters, but, you know, an extra 3 starters extenders. The 1 Raigeki isn't going to make a difference. The 2 Delicious Memory isn't going to make a difference. Baguska makes a difference. But, like, yeah, those will all do my deck some solid favours, honestly. The issue I foresee is that we are then stuck against Ryziel instead of Malice. It's like, you know, the lesser of 2 evils is the way of viewing it, I think. No, lesser of 2 evils is the wrong kind of phrase. What would I say? It feels like they are both bad options. And I do not know which is worse. It's probably going to be Ryziel when it... Well, no. You go second against Malice, you just insta-lose. I feel like if you go second into Ryziel, there's an opportunity to play the game, however limited it may be. This hand would have been killer. Would have been. Right. Plus side, I get to stop all their monster effects. Downside, that's all that happens at the moment. And there is very much a chance that they just blow up my board or do something. Do something like Kashtira Arise Heart, I think. I can't remember which way round they are. Arise Heart, it is. Okay, I got it the right way round this time. There's Shangri-La. Now all you need to do is activate that, and you have yourself a big fucking Xyz. I do not want to turn on Windows backup. I do not like OneDrive. I want my things on my computer in my house. I might put Bluetooth headphone in, honestly. Just for something else also going on. Because, you know, maybe I'm just not winning this one. I hate to say it. Just maybe not. Yeah, there's Drill Beam. I could Cosmic Drill Beam, which forces the Drill Beam. But that's like exactly all it does. You're summoning Dark Magician. Are you hard making the rank 7? Is that what we're doing here? I don't know. I'm a little confused. at least I can just watch random things on my phone while the opponent is wombo combo. Draco Sack. You're making Draco Sack. UFD? They're making UFD. UFD is a monster negate. Cosmic can force the... No, they're still getting it as well. Well, no, you can't make it with just... I'm a little confused. I don't really know why the board looks the way it does. But we are going to Cosmic Cyclone. It will force the Drill Beam, because otherwise they lose probably their Drill Beam. Singular copy. Yeah. Negate the Cosmic, that is a-okay. This can't be targeted, right? It can be targeted. Not that that's what I need, but it could be targeted. I can pop this in the grave, in your field or hand. Dark Magician will be on field, so normal. You have one monster effect, and it's not anything that's here, so it'd be something in hand. I don't know. Some people need a special form of analysis conducting on themselves, you know? Set 1, set 2, set 3. They're going to get Drill Beam back, right? During your main phase if you control a Primite. So I can crack down the Primite. Yeah. Boss stage. Ash. Now you see that's their monster effect. I can crack down target. They can't do anything about this. This is my Ether Barrel now until you put it in the graveyard for your next turn. I can halve this card. It can't be destroyed by battle, which does suck. But unless they put out another kind of extra deck monster, they have used their one effect, and they used it on stopping boss stage, which was rather funny, in my opinion. Now they do have 3 monsters to hit over Inspector Border. You... Hang. Bye. No. The question is, what do they hit over Inspector Border with? And that is exactly why it's funny. I am now not dead. They do have access to monster effects, which is arguably worse, but I am not dead. Now you can use this if you want. I can get boss stage online. I can't... yeah, that's fine. Sorinir, Fenrir, Orochi, Lopter, Naglfar. I mean, it's just going to be Fenrir, right? You just banish Fenrir, surely. No, they're banishing Sorinir. They do not care if I get Fenrir to my side of the field. That is not what I was expecting in the slightest. And yeah, 34 to the face, that's fine. This can be targeted. So I can banish it face down. They can make an Xyz right now, and I would be very surprised if they do not. They can also just... Does that get them Fenrir on my turn? No, it doesn't. And they've used this. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I mean, not that I can stop it anyway, but... Go for it. I really don't want to stop that, but that's what it turns into anyway. There's a Rise Heart, which is the end of my life, maybe. I gotta, you know, pop this back on the field. Cool stuff. You get to attach a banished card, or you can target a card on the field and banish it face down. What's your choice? It's definitely banished like boss stage, right? Yeah, go for it. It's main phase 2, who cares? And they're going to attach a ban... Oh, Fenrir got fucking banished, didn't he? You know, I might not have a play anymore. That's the trap. They do not have a Fenrir to bring back into rotation, but that doesn't matter. I don't know why I didn't think of that. It's mildly annoying. Pretty frustrating, honestly. We are 5 and 5. It is 50-50, but we're only in gold 4. Surely we should have a slightly better win rate down in gold, right? It's only gold. Only another month that I could be silver, yeah. And get easier duels and technically more wins, but then less packs because I've still got to grind up to, like... I don't know. I feel like I get more packs from being in Platinum, simply by the virtue of each one's worth 2. And I am still winning about 50% of the time, right? That's the thing. When I'm in Platinum, it is 30 to 50% win rate. Red Ice Fusion. Fuck you. What is my Dragoon out in this deck? Dart Ruler? Dart Ruler, Alpha... Jesus. Is there anything I can actually do against this shit? This targets. Fuck off. Is it worth just passing turn? He's got a negate on him. Yeah. And what would this negate in theory do? It would summon a 7. Targets and destroys. Summon a 7, target the back row, banish, summon an 11. It would have to go through. That's the thing. It would have to go through. So, we special Fenrir. They've got a singular negate. But they have 2 face downs that we don't know. They searched Duel Beam. They didn't search Duel Beam, right? They didn't. No, they searched Scream. You don't have... Okay, so Scream isn't live. We making them think, apparently, on the Kashtira Fenrir. I mean, to be fair, I had to think to, you know, summon it in the... Excuse you. You just... not gonna deal with Fenrir. What did you have that it was not worth trying? Or that you thought I was baiting you so bad? Like, they hard use Red Eyes Fusion. How bad is the hand? Scream. We know that was there. And then what? Torrential is free. All the counter traps are free. Unless you put it... No, even if you put it in the same column as Dragoon, because it just can't be destroyed by card effects blanket. Skill Drain is still free. Soul Drain Gozen is still free. Because you just... who knows? Who cares? Win. Pack. Gimme. Yeah, like... They had cards to use. And... Who knows? Who cares? DD Warrior. Pretty decent card overall, honestly. Second coin toss is funny. It's also, unfortunately, our first one. Ultra Evolution, Mind Over Matter is decent. This is a fine card. Especially if we can change the type of monsters on the field. I know we can change them to machine, but if we can change them to other things... Right, anyway, the one Master Pack. This will surely give us something wonderful that actually changes up the deck. Psychic Riser, Duplicate. Fabled Lurry, which is just the best Fabled card, apparently. Dictator of D, not even our first copy. You hate to see them. Because they just keep going. What do we have in the way of Fiendsmith? We have, like, nothing, right? Yeah, precisely. We have Sanct, Kyrie, how many normal and rares are there? You keep... Yeah, like... There's a good amount. If you go to the Master Pack, I'm pretty sure there's like 4,000 N? No, maybe it's not quite that low. Or that high, even. Nearly 3,000 N. 2,400 R. 22S. 1.5 U. Which reminds me, just how far... We got 2 of this guy now. We pulled another one earlier today. We weren't summoning the first one. We couldn't get dupes of, like, URs that we need, right? We couldn't get, like, dupes of Purge, for example. No, Impulse. We can get dupes of Tactics, or, you know, Dark Ruler, Alpha even. But we can get duplicates of a rank 3 we have never summoned and probably never will summon. Oh boy. The hands be handin'. This is imperm with extra steps. And what are we looking at? We're looking at a normal summon of a Necros card. No. I'll just negate. I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to let you special from deck. Seem fair? Seems fair. Tribute monsters from your hand or field, then ritual summon a Necros. Yeah, go for it. I've still got punishment. You don't have any banished. Attributing Shuret for Necros of Valkyrus. You can add a Warrior Necros ritual once. Okay. I don't know what that does, but like, I've still got Merry Logic to send off punishment, which is a pop and a negate. Added Necros, okay. This card is normal special summons, you can add a Necros. Okay, yeah. There we are. If summoned, ritual monster, ritual spell. If sent to graveyard, negate. I also can banish my own monster now. We'll save that. We'll give it a little bit of time. Yeah, you go for it. Fuelos and Star Rizio. This is not where I want the game plan to be at this specific moment in time, if you can believe such. I believe the game plan at this point is to banish Lurie. I don't want to do it because I lose Magnamut, but if I don't do it, then I don't think I stop the Fiendsmith line. So hopefully this stops the Fiendsmith line. Search. Well, they're still going. But on the other hand, we are getting a Bestial in end phase. This isn't doing anything. because you need a ritual monster. You don't have a ritual monster. And yeah, the damage is pretty minimal, honestly. I can banish Ryziel or Engraver. And I'm liking this one to do this, to summon, to get rid of Engraver or Ryziel. I think we want to get rid of this. There's only 2 of it. And the Ryziel isn't by itself anything. Not immediately, I believe, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's completely fine. It's not anything immediately. So what we can do is we can normal summon this. Punishment. Why didn't I count for punishment? Reasons. We make mistakes every now and then. We will definitely learn from them at some point in the nebulous future. And by that I just mean never. Get rid of your ritual spell on the off chance you drew a better ritual monster. It gets you a Necros spell, but you do have to banish a card, so I'm okay with that. What are your Necros spells? They're all... No, one of them from your hand or graveyard. From your hand or field... Okay. Maybe that was a mistake. But you do not know until you do it. And honestly, if they send this to the graveyard, I gotta bin something anyway. Okay, they have another ritual. They had Brionac in hand. Did I know they had Brionac in hand? That's a different question. My answer is no. I didn't know. And you tribute this, and then you can... Ah, fuck. I mean, they had... During the main phase... Yeah, you can send monsters from the extra deck to the graveyard. I don't think that was a good idea to let them keep, I guess, you know? We need something. That is not something. I should have held the level 1. If I held it, they might not have attacked in. And if they didn't attack in, then... Yeah, we're just done, aren't? Send Herald of Arclight. You know, you're just done sometimes, honestly. You just make one too many mistakes. I made one, and it cost you the duel. Tell me when the last time was you saw someone play Necros. Because I can't. I genuinely do not know the last time I saw anyone play Necros. Okay, we're going first, but they want us to go first, so... On the other hand, that is a decent-ish hand. So, everything machine. I should have saved that, actually, but it's fine. Fuck you. should have started with the normal, so I'm getting punished for not doing a basic action. Chain Maxi or Fua? Why won't you chain Maxi or Fua? What is my opponent thinking on? Is it Ash Blossom? Is it Impulse? It's Maxi! I fucking hate this game. What am I supposed to do? I'm trying to play a semblance of a game, and you just won't let me. Fuck off! Just leave me be. Come on. Why are you still playing this? Why can't I get more fucking wins? It's gold 4. I'm going second now. Brilliant. I'm gonna open the field spell. Just you watch. That is basically opening the field spell. Game, why do you hate me? I have done nothing to deserve this. Right. That is a very nice draw. Maxi me, you bitch. Damn it. Out of the imperm columns. Top 5 cards, you're obviously bricked. There's an imperm. Yeah, they need a starter of some kind. I have Metaverse, I have Floodgate. Floodgate is not going to do much versus Branded. But it might do just about enough. No. No, they can still do it as fusion material. It really depends on the draw. Right, Metaverse. Is it Ash Blossom? Is that what you're bricked on? Drill Beam. So you're not stopping the field spell. And that is not a light or dark monster. I hope you're prepared to give me a generator monster. Because you're adding here. Set a Primite spell trap. Oh wait, no. Yeah, we'll do that. I don't have any way to summon my Bestial or anything, but you can set Lordly Load. And they're not adding a Primate card from deck to hand. There's Nidhogg. Fuck's sake. At least it can't change its battle position, it's just kind of stuck there. Anyway, boss stage. 1, 2, 3. Because of fucking course it is. It wouldn't be anything else now, would it? You couldn't, you know, just have other cards you're bricked on, could you? Add a Primite, which they're now not getting punished for, which you can't tribute summon because you need to tribute a normal monster. So you're actually on Primite. Summon Blue Eyes, but it has to be in defense position, so you can't actually beat over anything. You could tribute summon this, and then you can banish with the same type or attribute. Great. Yeah, okay, cool. You're now putting this in the grave, which means I can use it next turn. I need to wait until end phase. This needs to wait until the end phase. Why is this higher? It's 300 higher. Okay, no, this happens now. Fuck you. You get the draw, but, my monster. Battle phase. Now, if they're smart, okay, they're dumb. Well, not necessarily. They can they can negate the on-summon thing, can't they? What can I do? I can get another one. Do I activate the one in hand? I mean, it doesn't matter, right? It gets banished when it leaves the field anyway. They are just going to banish it. So we pitch this one to the grave because it's not a dark or a light. They have max C, which was activated during the main phase this turn. So they can do their they can use this if they want. So chain 1 to stop them from ashing it, chain 2 as a thing to force the negate, I guess. Take your pick. Oh, they're letting it happen. On the other hand, I am giving them cards. Is this in defense position? This is in defense position. Lopter is pretty solid. Then I'm much more tempted to just go Utgarda. Send. They're just letting it happen. What can I do? I can make a rank 9. I can activate triple tack. This isn't banished? No, this is banished when it leaves the field. I have another one that is not. So this attacks in. They possibly activate Drill Beam? I'm not actually sure. And this is where we just chain. 1, 2, negate, destroy. That's it. You don't have a hand thing to negate that. One of the conditions, if you control a Primite, this will come back to your hand in the standby phase if you have a normal monster on your field or in your grave. You are banishing the Utgarda. Okay. I'll crash. I'm fine with that. Main 2. You don't have a normal monster in your grave. Do you have one in your hand? You will get one on your field. Maxi, Metaverse, Branded Beast? Yeah, they're not going to be able to activate that this turn. The 2 Metaverse are dead in hand, so have the Maxi back. And in turn, we've got this on field as ready for a negate. They won't have an Ash Blossom in hand. We can get Valor to get Nidhogg on the field. Do we think it's worth banishing a card? I did not know Branded Regained had that effect, to be honest. So they get Voldrake out, that is a-okay. I'm not summoning any of those kind of monsters on their turn. The negate might just be for Beryl. Oh right, yeah. Pot of Extravagance. That is a hefty cost. But I know what their hand is. So I'm kind of okay with this, honestly. We do this, we get this one out. They got 2 cards. Send a monster, which is one of these 3. No monsters. No Primite. 2 Metaverse and a Bestial. Yeah, that's not happening. What's the Bestial trap? Okay, it does not show me. Bestial related. If you control during your end phase. Yeah, okay, so that's not relevant. And we got Magnemite. Right, so we activate this. Do this. Win the game. It is that easy. It doesn't matter if you draw a card, I just need to attack in with 2 cards. Like, this plus 1. Do we do it? Send. If there's a monster, you're sending it. No monster. Metaverse. I'm okay with that. I don't think Metaverse does anything for them. Yeah. Great, you have Lair of Darkness. It's just game. The only other thing you have is Metaverse 2. Long overdue a win. I'm happy we played that decently. Oh, we did the practical exam. What was the practical exam? Like, seriously. I don't know what it was. Tokens, right. And this one gives us a whole title. Yay. Might as well do the test. It's a break from things. In response to which of the following effects is it impossible? Set a spell trap from the deck. That comes up plenty of the time. You have 0 cards in hand, 2 cards left in deck, and you control this. Once per turn, draw until you have 3 cards. You drew. I think you draw 2 and then lose the duel, right? No. Okay. Your opponent activates the effect of Razen, Chain Gamma, Chain Borger. Okay. So, quick effect. Yep. Negate. And return it to the hand, and if you do. Monster effect. Negate that activation. If you do, destroy that monster. I believe it's not destroyed, because it's not the same card. So, Supreme King Zark, summon from the extra deck, Soul the Supreme King, if special summoned. The effect activates and is applied, because reasons. It's just how things work, you know. Using the effect of... Oh, this... I remember this. A face-up card you control, destroy it, then add a pendulum. You destroy poison. In your penalty zone, add Astrograph from your extra deck to the hand. Right after that, in order to activate which of these is Chainlink 2. If destroyed, target. I think it's Astrograph. You can, if a card... I don't actually know. Purple poison? I think I have a reasoning for it. Your opponent's main phase. I'm not 100% sure on it. Which of the following cards cannot be added? Thunder Dragon is a thunder monster. Dragon, I assume this is a dragon. Okay, your opponent controls 2 cards. You activate Fusion using 2 from field, 1 from hand. If your opponent only controls 1... So, you draw a card, then destroy cards equal to the number. And if you do... Yeah, because your opponent doesn't control the same number, so you can't actually... Oh, I needed to get 100%. So it's the answers and explanations we want. Right. In this situation, the effects of Electromite, Poison, Astrograph, can. The first is Wait, it's mandatory? Oh, that's why. I thought it was optional. The effects of Purple Poison, Face in the extra deck, and Astrograph are optional. In order to activate both, it must be activated first. You can activate as Chainlink 2, but then... Okay, but why? You can target a face-up card on the field, destroy it. This is a face-up card on the field. You can special summon this card from your hand, then you can choose 1 monster in your graveyard, extra deck, or banish that was destroyed this turn, and add 1 monster with the same name. Right. So Purple Poison has to be the next one, because you want to summon Astrograph, add a Poison pop card. Okay. I guess that's it. And... It's just, yeah, you just need to have 3 or more cards. I would have thought you just try to draw until you hit that card count and just lose, honestly. Well, we've got unlimited tries of it, and it's not dueling. It is also not connecting. Stream's still going. Is Mass still crashing on me? Retry? Okay, cool. Your life points are less. You fusion summon Pinballer. Your opponent... let's see. Okay. Its activation and effect cannot be negated if your life points are lower. Your life points are less. And the two cards are equipped, right? I was missing something about that, obviously. The only Fate Assert monster is Geomathnex Sigma. In the extra monster zone, it cannot be activated, I'm pretty sure. Either that or it cannot be activated and Sigma will not be affected. Yeah. I feel that's the correct one. We just saw this one. It was... yeah, draw one card. We saw this one. I guess the pool of questions must get a lot smaller when you get up to here. The activation is negated, but it is not destroyed. It is not the same card. Oh. Mercenary, I'm pretty sure, right? That shouldn't be here. That is not a question fitting for this. The effect activates and is applied. Random solo mode question. Right, you tribute Pancratops to activate its effect. Your opponent activates Mechaba. Tribute, target, destroy. Send one card at the same time. Negate if you do banish. The activation is negated, but it is not banished. I think it is banished, right? Tribute for cost, right? The activation is negated and it is banished. Why is it not banished? It is the same card. Answers. I need answers. Right, we'll start at the top. Your life points are less than your opponent's. You fusion summon Pinballer. You activate if fusion summoned, equip. Once per turn. Also, if your life are lower, effects activation and effect cannot be negated. What am I... Your life points are lower. And will resolve. After its resolution, the effect of Effect Veiler negates the effects of Gold Pride Pinballer. So they will be destroyed. But they're equipped. But they are equipped. I mean, yeah, okay, Veiler's a lingering card. It's not one that just responds to the thing like an Ash Blossom. But, like, they are equipped. After effect resolution, however, which of these statements is true at resolution? this is after resolution. Is this not poorly worded? You guys let me know. Do you guys think this is poorly worded as a question, or am I just an idiot? My gripe here, true at resolution. And then here the explanation is after resolution. I might just be dumb. The activation of its effect is negated but is not banished. The activation will be negated, however, it's not banished because it is in a different location from where it activated. But it activated on the field, but it is now in the grave as a cost. So you could banish it with things like DD Crow, which is a quick effect, and because it's like a cost, this should work on that, right? You banish that card. It's currently that card. No, okay. Okay, no. I've talked myself around on that one. I'm still adamant on the first one, though. Yeah, we know this. It's Thunder Dragon. The effect activates and is applied. But, like, look at these. There are so many that feel like they have a different set of questions. Banishing the anima. Oh, yeah. Like, it attempts to equip because the effect's not negated. And in its owner's control, it can't be activated because it temporarily switches controls an equip card and then leaves because it has no target. During your main phase, your opponent used the effect of Omega, banishing it and Hime in your hand. In that turn's battle phase, you return Hime to your graveyard. What happens to Omega? Banish both this and one random face up until your next standby phase. So this still returns, but the yeah, it's only Omega. You control Gandora, no other cards. Your opponent controls Masquerena, 2 non-tokens with different names and no others. The opponent activates Masquerena, states that link into Appaloosa. This turn, what is the maximum number of times Gandora can do its effect? Destroy as many other as possible. And if you do banish them. I guess there have to be cards on the field. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? No, there do not have to be cards on the field. That's going to be the explanation for that one. The activation is... You see, these are the questions that I want to be here. I like these kind of questions. I like the technical things. It's what should be here at the high end. But what do you mean some of these answers are like this? Yeah, the effect of anima resolves, even though it's not on field at resolution, but without an equipped target, the rules dictate that it is sent to the graveyard. But it is not... Oh... It is not having left the field because of an opponent's card, it's having left the field because of game mechanics. Oh, it was made with Masquerena. I completely forgot it was made with Masquerena. That was a very deliberate pick. That's just my error. Surely 4th time lucky? I don't know. It can be activated, and it will not be affected because it's the only card. You need a monster to be able to be flipped. Any number of times, because we just learned that Masquerena was the material. You set Nightmare with the effect of Genlesia. Then you activate Mantis. But one from you don't want banish for them when they leave the field. Target one, return it to their hand. So it is banished. Only Omega. I know I'm a very intelligent player, as you can tell. Like, these quizzes, they just definitely show that I have genius level brain. Like, remembering a couple specific lines of text on occasion. 10 of your cards have been banished face up. You control Isa. Your opponent activates Droplet, and the effect is resolved. Now, their attack is halved, also their effects are negated. So it negates its gain, but its attack is halved. So I believe it's 2000 0. Because it sets it. It sets the attack. Both players have 5 in hand, 4 in deck, activate card destruction. Draw, right? Why do you win the duel? That was just a card count. Card count. Oh, I needed to read that for 2 seconds longer. Both players have 5, which means you activate it and you have 4. I just clicked the wrong thing. I know that one. I just clicked the wrong thing. We're having a good time today. Which of these monster card types does not fulfill? I want to say Ritual. God help if it's anything else. Set. Purple Poison, we found out. I do like that they give you an adequate amount of time for that one. The opponent's main phase. Cyframe Omega. Negated and it is not... no. Is negated but is not destroyed. 7. It cannot be activated, as we found out. But, like, how many different questions have we found? Like, I feel like we've gone through pretty much all of them. And we've only done this, like, 5 times. A lot of the questions are the same attempt to attempt. Like, they need to add more kinds. They also need to add more levels to this. I mean, like, we're at 20. Compete in a duel, chain link. I mean, that's going to take us forever to do. But it's like... who cares? It's a title. Anyway, we won the last duel. That's why we did that. So let's open a pack. A much delayed pack. We have Pendulum Support that we probably won't play. Ally of Justice card, which we definitely won't play. Amazoness Empress. It's a duplicate SR. Sage of Strength, which is always a Sky Striker. It's 400 attack point higher than the Tricky for basically the same effect. Yeah, it's not happening. That's nice to have, but I don't think it helps us in any way. Well, we spent far too long trying to complete that quiz, and we need to keep dueling. That's what we're actually here to do, believe it or not. It would be good if we could actually climb to Gold 3. 2 ranks in Gold is not a huge ask, I feel like, for a whole stream. It's 8 wins. Just 8. cards. 52. We have one hand trap. Because Faris. I'm gonna get rid of Mali now. I just want to. No extenders for you, although Mali is just a 3. It just means they get to him later. Faris is pretty much a 1 card, I think. Tribute Hero, special this. Specialed from the spell trap zone, you can special from deck. And then if specialed, you get a search. So, yeah, it's basically the 1 card. It requires a discard. That's the only reason it isn't a true 1 card starter. 1.5. Most of the time you have a second card in hand. You have to actually get into the duel a little bit. Did I mute this? No, I didn't. Just turns out that I can't hear it. Through exactly 1 headphone with an kind of earplug in. It is very quiet. So, anything interesting to talk about while heroes do full combo? Because we could be here for some time. Why'd you set a card mid-combo? Why'd you set 2 cards mid-combo? You're far from done. You should be far from done anyway. Tribute summon Neos. Sure. That's not what I was expecting. Nor does it fill me with a sense of ease. Let's get Forbidden Chalice. You've got 3 unknowns. And as far as I know, they are unknowns, right? Great. Sure. Hero Ring. So I can just, like, Yazi. I can get Mali. How many? They have a Mali in the grave. Faris is a dark. I don't have 9s. Mali does give me a 10, but it gives me exactly Vorp. This gives me Anima, which is funny. What is better? I feel like this was special summoned, so I can just send it to the grave. If this goes to the grave, is there anything? No. Why not, honestly? Then we do this. Do this. Bye-bye. Yep. I'm gonna hold... Oh, that was tribute summoned. Battle. Attack. Declared battle. Battle step. Damage step. What do you have for that? Oh, right. Yeah. Well, 100. Get another one. No, it's just that one. Main 2. End phase and turn. This gets us to Lopter. Valor. Tar, I guess? I don't know. Before the end of the main phase, yes please. And there we go, we got a negate. And we also just have lethal. Yeah. You're not doing anything with that battle phase. Right. And so we will do something with our own battle phase. Okay, there we go. We got the last win we needed against a hero deck, but I do not know why they're playing Hero Ring. You gotta target a low attack monster to prevent it from being attacked by high attack monsters. It is otherwise hero, with like the good cards in the extra deck. Like, it's not a horrible list, it's just, why are you running this? Why are you running this? You do not even have Terra Firma in the extra. Why are you running this? Yeah, I don't get it. Like, you're just playing some traps that you don't need to. Favorite Contact, yeah, but that's 5 cards you can take out that makes it a 47 card deck. 46 card deck. I don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing, obviously. Well, I say that, but they are in gold and they're ranking up. Now, I remember this card because I at one point tried to do a Junk Warrior deck that revolved around like the highest beatstick normal monsters I could find. It was not a good deck, it bricked many times. It was funny when it worked. But that's the thing, it was like when it worked. And yeah, none of that is particularly good for us, honestly. Whole Master Pack. Come on. We've been trying real hard. You've sent us some of your toughest battles because reasons. Down in gold doesn't mean out of, you know, options for meta. Oh, Red Eyes Burn works with the rest of our Red Eyes cards. This is our second copy. Can we get, like, new ultra rares? We don't have that many ultra rares. Not from the master pack anyway. If I go to dismantle selected cards for a sec, and I filter by exactly ultra rare, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Well, actually, no. Sorry. Easy way of doing this. 1, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. This is 36 plus 1. Need to keep that in mind. 42, 48, 54, 60, 66, 72, 78, 84, 90. Yep. What is it? 96, 102, 108, 114, 120, 126, 130. Okay, we can say that is 132 if we count the 1 at the bottom. 138, 144, 150, 156, 162, 168, 174, 180. Okay, we have a lot more than I thought I did, what I'm learning. 186, 192, 198, 100 and... or 204, 208, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 214. We do have about a sixth of the ultra rares. Number owned. We have a sixth of them owned, by the way. 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Right, so we have 18 duplicates. Why do we have 18 duplicates when we only have a sixth of the card pool? Explain, please. Anyway, take off the ultra rare, and we don't want to filter by number owned. We want to filter by obtained order. Alright, on with the next one. Those cards are not changing the deck up in the slightest. As you could probably guess, being completely honest, but... Okay, we're going second. That is A-okay. I'm just wondering how many more duels, if any, we can win before we get to time. Because if we can get halfway through gold in one stream and maybe the other halfway the next stream, that does make things a lot easier for the remainder. This hand is not going to be doing much, I don't think. Also, I don't know what we do against Toy Box. Except for pop the Toy Box if we can get to a Yazi play. There's Buster Whelp. I'm not sure I'm a fan of this deck that I'm about to be facing. That is a Link play. Give me a draw. We're definitely putting this back. Now what? You have made Linkarubo. Yeah, it doesn't target or anything, so Phantasme doesn't actually do anything against it. What I could do is just, like, banish it with the Paleozoic Dynamiscus. We leave Sorinir, I think. Cosmic. Bye-bye. Send a Destruction Sword and a Buster Blader, except special summon a Buster Dragon. From your extra deck, you can banish this. Banish this fusion by banishing materials from your grave. Right, so we do this now. And we get rid of this. Or at least force them to do it, right? That's fine. We can negate a monster's effect on the field. This stays in hand. They will have higher attack, so we can summon Alpha. Alpha can bounce. Right. That doesn't work. There's the Synchro. But also there goes Toy Box. Right, so... Is it you? I think it's just this guy. I mean, we could negate Buster Dragon, but... Yeah, let's negate this, I guess. It feels like the better idea. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. I'm not planning to. This one can't change because of this one, I think, actually. Like, this is an actual dragon. This isn't, though. So the way we do this is we go battle phase. We attack into Linkuriboh, which goes to the grave. They kind of have to do that. Or take 27 to the face. Their choice. At least I would think that's the decision tree there. Yeah, okay, there we go. Nope, we do not continue. We go main phase 2. Bounce for this one. And return this to land. Put you back in attack position. Set 1. Set 2. And I'm good. Buster Dragon, but destroy it during the end phase of the next turn, which is this turn. We got a Lost Wind, we got a Dynamicious. I am happy about our chances. That's A-okay. Oh yeah, I can banish the Linkuriboh. I should probably do that. I know that means I'm pitching Alpha as the discard, but I'm okay with that. Getting Linkuriboh out of rotation is just a nice thing to do. This dies in the end phase. You take 4-9 to the face. Special summon this card. Unless you're on multiple Link Rebo. Could be. I just don't think you are. The toy box cards. Related. If this set card is sent... Okay, do you send for cost? It does send for cost. I gotta leave it, I think. They get bodies on the field, but I don't know that I care about that. I'm a little curious as to what this last one is. Like, I don't want them to get to Toy Box, and I don't want them to use Verte Anaconda. That's kind of what I'm treating as my threats at the moment. Because Toy Box just stifles me from attacking. Verte fuses from deck, you know? It does the thing. It also makes Super Poly easier, but you don't really need to do that in this case. Add a Toy Box, that is fine. Add Toy Box. So now what? You've got Toy Box, you've got 4 monsters. You don't have your Buster Blader. This is dying next turn. Or no, end of this turn. There's a Link 2. It is in fact Verte Anaconda. Pay your life points. Unless you've just realised you can't for some reason. Masquerena. Sure. That's okay. Yeah, that's not happening. And then if you do link summon with the IP Masquerena, the Lost Wind comes back to the field. Which is something. Okay, there's Toy Box. That's A-okay at the moment. I'm fine with that. I'd rather keep Alpha in hand, because this is just going to link summon. And when it does, it's probably for Avramax looking at the board state. Just a guess. Oh no, they're just doing it now. But I was right, it is in fact Avramax. Okay, I can't target Avramax with card effects, boo-hoo. I'm not going to anyway. Do you think they realised that this being returned to the extra... Oh, it literally says sent to the graveyard. Never mind. Do you think they have object permanence and remember Alpha is in hand and that they need an out for Alpha? You still deal just like 3k. I don't know why they're choosing Phantasme specifically, but... yeah. Okay, that tracks. Mystery card. Probably Imperm. I could Synchro does any good to me. I don't think it does. Makes Borrel. It also makes a Link monster. Yeah, no, okay. So the play is 100% alpha. Alpha. They just don't have object permanence. We'll do this. Target this. Pitch this. Bye-bye. And we just go battle phase, hit them for 2-5. We've got Lost Wind and a Paleo in the grave for when the Lost Wind triggers. I am kind of happy with where we're at the moment. Although, they do have the Ritual monster in the hand that's going to search them of Magician's Souls. I might have to use this on Magician's Souls. It sends for cost. That's not going to work. So yeah, that happens. I'm basically trying to imperm... Well, yeah, trying to use Lost Wind as... for whatever the payoff is. 11 cards in extra. You gotta have things you can do. Like, one of those cards in the extra is Dragoon. One of those cards is the Buster Blader. Yeah. And another one is... what's the face? I literally just put it back. Avramax. So we know 3 cards in their 11 card extra. But what about the other 8? You gotta be able to do things with those. Surely. This is their 3rd toy box, though. I don't think I can out the 3rd toy box. Add a toy box from deck to hand, or you can add a level 4 light monster. Right. So I think I do need to imperm this. Well, you know. Are they thinking on the new chain, or are they just not activating it? Do they only run 2 toy box? Have they drawn the last copy? Dark Magician. Okay, that's 4 monsters, but you need summon from the extra deck, so you need to do a couple Link 2s. I'll save the Paleo. That is currently fine. They just got the other one. They just had the other one. Well, now what do I do? I can bounce this to hand to pop the whole field. What do you mean I can bounce this to hand? I can't bounce that to hand. I don't have a way to do that. This doesn't do spell traps. Just does monsters. Almost going to add a spell trap, so that's probably going to be for Dark Magical Circle, which means Dark Magekin is becoming Link material, I'd expect. Maybe fusion material. And I might be dead this turn. They don't presently have lethal because of the way they've done their monsters. execute this special summon a level 6 or lower from your hand. If you control Toy Box, you can special summon a level 6 or lower from your grave. You get Dark Magician Girl. Okay. I think we're close to the edge, just not quite there. Chaos Angel. With Light Dark. Unaffected by monster effects activated by your opponent. It's funny. No. And yeah, we'll just bring you out. Blockers, why not? It is just unaffected by monster effects that are activated specifically. It is affected by continuous effects. You know. Oh, they just missed. I think they just missed. They did get to stack. They can draw my hard. They can draw my hard. When? If the battle's doubled. So, does that make me a deadman? I think that makes me a deadman. Was I just dead anyway? No. It's specifically Mahard putting in work the one time. Yeah, let's do this. I was half hoping they'd do anything, but, you know. Was I banishing the wrong cards? I don't think I was. I think it was correct to, like, keep them off of Toy Box. I don't know. Toy Box is a weird thing. Like, it just being a way of preventing your opponent from attacking is really, really specifically good against sealed decks. Which mine might as well be. Their name is Broly, they're going second. They're going to punch me really hard. But what if I punch you really hard? What if 1, 2, 3, and 4? Granted, this is a bit of a Hail Mary. But we have, what do we have? We have Imperm, we have a, something that kind of is a summon negate. We have MST and we have, oh. Ah. They are bricked. Either that or they fear the set field. True Light. Good banish, actually. Valor is a good card, but I can't summon it. We got Lost Wind, we got Impulse. I am happy with these against Blue Eyes, to be fair. I do need a card I can summon. This I can summon, but it just makes Anima. Okay, that's better. Right, so the players... I mean, we could make a 10. Right? Yeah. Face up defense... Oh, that actually should have been an attack position, my bad, but okay. It's fine. Imperm. Well, imperm is imperm. Or destroy that card, then destroy any other cards in the same column. Let's get some damage on. Let's just get going. If this card is sent to the graveyard, add Blue Eyes. Okay. You must now send Blue Eyes. Yeah, I think we summon Har, and I think that does what I want it to. I think the next thing we do is like 9 lives cap, probably. So yeah, they get to add Blue Eyes. Har then activates. They have to send the Blue Eyes. Or another monster. They do have one on the field and at least one in the hand. Send this. You can special summon a Blue Eyes. Okay, so we're going to 9 lives cap. Special summon it. Yeah, so I think what we do is we do this. Make 9 lives. Use the effect. Detach Valor to summon Valor. Then we just normal summon this. That gives us a piercing level 10 that'll protect the rest of the board. Unless we want to banish the graveyard for some reason, but I think... Yeah, I think we do this. Another one. This effect is a... Oh, it's a soft once per turn for the end phase. Interesting. Well, declare one. And we... Let's see. So I think we just do this, right? And that does it. It banishes them both. Does that do it? No, okay, they get the summon. Which is honestly okay. I mean, what are you going to do? Try and crash into the... No. You can add a ritual spell or poly. During your end phase, you can add. Okay. Yeah. They didn't have a ritual or poly to search. Which is funny. Just a little bit to me. There's Alt Dragon. Okay. That's fine. Do you know how Alt Dragon works? Anyway, so you have a Blue Eyes in hand. You didn't search for a ritual or a poly. Okay. I believe Alter once. You can only summon it once per turn this way, yeah. So what are you adding? There's Jet Dragon, but you need something to die first. End phase. Yeah. Not letting you do that. Now, you've got Jet Dragon in hand, but I believe this just negates it, so... yeah. We change this to attack for all the damage. We normal this to get a Chalice for all the damage. We activate this, detach her, and summon back Valor. Valor then summons back her. So I now have a couple different kinds of negate. But I think we're fine. We can do 500 over, because piercing. That triggers Jet Dragon, which will then get destroyed. I'm a little confused at why this isn't doing it. But that is okay. We just take a little bit longer than expected. Is it because of the timing of it? It is a card or effect that includes the effect to special summon. So the timing should be good. We do also have this just sitting here on the field in attack position at 900 attack now, which isn't great. But it's fine, because tags into Lopter, tags into Valor, tags into her. We don't have Hela, which would be the appropriate card for this one at the moment. Okay. So we'll tag out. And then we will do this because they apparently just don't learn. Or they feel they have to force it out in some way. You've got Blue Eyes in hand plus one card. I don't think the one card is going to do it. Okay, that took way too long, really, for what that was. I guess we did both start by bricking really hard. It doesn't seem like they're playing the new support, though, right? Yeah, they are just playing a basic Blue Eyes deck. It's not the new wave of support, it's the old Blue Eyes support. Well, they're getting somewhere with it, I guess. It's just taking them an eternity, as well as anyone who's dueling. Well, not anyone who's dueling it, specifically me. Last legacy packs for today's. Chopman, Ryokoki. I always like the design of this guy. I know he's not great, but I kind of like it. It's a little bit different. Not even from like an edgy perspective, it's just kind of off. Is this a decent Predator? If it inflicts battle damage at 300, or your opponent has to attack into it at 2100, it could be Snatch Steal. Well, Change of Heart even. Target a monster your opponent controls with a level less than or equal to this card's. Probably works well with the rest of the Predator stuff, but I don't think we have the rest of the Predator stuff. What we have is one Master Pack to round out the night, which is possibly being upgraded, possibly being more shiny. Maybe we get a Royal Rare. Well, we get a Super Rare at minimum. Pineapple. All face-up monsters become plants. Once per turn, if you do not control Pineapple, will have no monsters except plant or beast who can spec it. No, that seems pretty bad. OG Gate Guardian, Gotham's. Two monsters with different types, Beast, Fiend, Illusion. Becomes each, if fusioned, send during opponent's turn, banish target special. It just exists. It is just a guy at the moment. This is something. That is not anything. Well, we nearly got halfway through gold in a single session. But we didn't quite manage it. What did we manage? We managed to... oh yeah, we managed to get over 1,800 duels. We have played 17 today. And we have won... 9. So we have just over 51 or 50% win ratio. Just barely. Oh, right. That needs space just to look a little better. And that should be for session 116. There we go. The stats are up to date. They're not doing too bad. As you can see, it is well over that third win rate that I'm desperately trying to cling to. We have, let's see, an extra, not quite an extra 240, but pretty close to it. I mean, 3 times 600 is 1,800, so 602 is just under that third. 603 is just over. We've got another 78 duels on that, which is another 234. Yeah, it's another 234 on top of that. Crazy. Anyway, this just is going to be forever, isn't it? We completed 2 duels, and we haven't done Chainlink 4 at all. Granted, we've got to be in a duel where we win, and for us to do Chainlink 4... I'm not sure if it is only our cards or ours and the opponents, but it feels like it's going to be a significant effort. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. My name is Cat Monarch, and I look forward to catching you all on Thursday. Actually, this time, instead of something popping up, possibly. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and stream again at some point and make up for the session we missed, because, I mean, we got basically halfway through gold in a single session. We managed 1 duel out of 3 this time, but we only need 1 session that goes a little bit better, or goes on a little bit longer, and that means that we can hopefully hit platinum in 1 more. At least that's the goal. I think it's doable. And if we do that, we have... let's say it's just Thursday. That is 6 sessions that are currently planned, plus 1 that I just need to fit somewhere. 7 sessions to play plat. To rank up into Diamond, where we need to get not necessarily consecutive wins, but we need to get like 25 wins. Yeah, there's 5 ranks and we need, no, it's 20 wins, right? We need to get 20 wins relatively back to back over the course of 7 streams. Now, I know we're only in gold, but 9 wins a stream is seemingly not an issue for us, going over our past record. The issue is, how many losses do we have versus those 9 wins? And I'll leave it to, find out next time if it is actually an issue. My name is Cat Monarch. Look forward to catching you all on Thursday. Thank you all very much for watching, and for now, goodbye.